Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Victory at Sea Pacific, episode number 15, I believe. Wow, it's fun to think that after 15 episodes, I think we have a lot of life left in this career, in this campaign. With the downside being, those bugs every now and then take a little bit of the fun of the game away. But hopefully, those are being worked on, so let's just rely on the developers to make their fixes, and we'll play with the game as it is for now. I think you guys missed your target, or you're just flying sideways. Okay, that's fine. I think it's just averaging over the position or something. Whoa, what happened? I thought I saw something. Oh. Go intercept these fighters then. They're Wake Island, now they're not Wake Island. I'm not really sure what's going on. This guy's going back to land, that's fine. I did save and exit and reload in between videos. I'm not sure if CTF Able should even go this way anymore. There's an argument to be made that I should keep my carriers close by, but okay, the bigger argument is let's make sure that I think that they're going back for this carrier, and in which case they are very high priority target, and we should definitely intercept them. In fact, do I have anybody else? We have a couple Wildcats that we can swap out and get a new one. So let's do that again, because we have one more up here, which needs to be. Okay, I don't remember which one of those was. I don't know how it works. I'm just being very overly cautious. And let's launch these fighters as well, which I guess are my last. No, I should have one in the bank still, right? Yeah, good. Very well done by the Avengers. And we could launch them again, but again, I don't want to sink this carrier, actually. Believe it or not. It's not my target. My target is... let this thing live, just because I don't want it. I don't want to have a poor victory, a meaningless victory. Okay, looks like we will be able to intercept this. No. Okay, let me see what's going on here. I gave an attack order, but they didn't follow it. Okay, let's see if we can countermand their countermanding. I don't. Well, it disappeared. They disappeared. Are they bugged? Are they not here? I don't think they're here. We're going back. I don't think they're here. Unless you can see them with your eyes. Oh, you can now. What the hell? Intercept. Are you guys turning around? You are. You are moving to intercept, so that's good. They are all doing it. Alright, good. Here we go. I don't think there's anything else we need to be focused on at this very instant, so we'll watch this. Are we approaching? Are we not approaching? I don't think we're going to approach this way. Eventually we're just going to run out of fuel and die. Huh. They're gone again. And just like that, they were gone. I just don't understand this. Okay, well, not really sure what's going on there, but it's possible that we just can't catch up with them. And we're beyond the point of no return anyway. So I guess that the AI fighters get like infinite range or something. Oh, you're not all coming back. Well, you should. It's gonna be a tough way to go as it is. These guys are at 2400, they claim. I don't think they're actually there. We're gonna increase their altitude. They're not actually increasing. Yeah, now they are. Okay, good. I don't want to take too many casualties in this. Like, this is just preventative, or I don't know how to describe it. Just trying to induce this carrier to launch fighters, but you know what? I think we're just going to be okay letting these guys land. Yeah, okay, so that is a bug. We have to do it individually, or probably I can just do this. I don't know. I'll just leave it as I did this. So we'll get this carrier to launch more fighters to take that doggone fighter out. Excuse me. We have another one over here, actually. We can scramble some fighters first. So let's do this attack. And while you're queuing a bunch of... That was Lexington, right? Yeah, so Enterprise. Let's queue 4. These guys just should be like so out of ammunition. Up, up, up. What's going on here? Well, that's just weird. That's also weird. Weird stuff happening all over the place. Alright, you move here. That's fine. Okay, we're moving in this direction, so I'm going to be okay with this little weirdness for now. Let's see what happens when these two collide. They have 2. We are engaged. What? Alright, so it was 8-2. Now it's 1-1. So, you know, there's the good old 7-1 odds that we've come to love and respect about Zeros versus Wildcats. Of course, as we all know, historically, that's how it went. 7-1. Just ridiculous. That's, like, come on, man. That's ridiculous. Let's see if we can get them, the second group. No. We lost a fighter and they didn't. Wow. Okay, we're engaging here, and I don't know what happened. So it was nice that we had some good engagements in the previous one. These, I would say, are not good engagements. Alright, let's see what happens if we go engaged. Are these guys going to engage? They are. They're doing their dance. The dance. And the Zeros, I don't think, lost anything? No. The Zeros did lose. Okay, so we probably need to go... I guess maybe we need to go in person to give these orders. Just get everyone to land. I don't know what you guys are doing. Just land. Everyone just land. Okay. So let's go into the tactical screen when we want to look at those things. I have no idea how this one... Did the 2-fighter squad eliminated 8 Wildcats when they were up against a total of, what was it, 12? It was 8? Was it 8 and 8? 16? Just makes me sick. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's just ignore that. So 9 fighters have suddenly been re-emitted from this carrier. I believe that these fighters were bugged out on this carrier. I don't know what's going on. I would love to maybe after all this action we can save and reload and get a good outcome once again, a good game state, because things seem to be a little bugged. Okay, Task Force 17 is heading there. You all along have been destined to link up with Task Force 17. You're practically there now. Alright, so let's let these guys all come back to the carrier. And we actually have a sub who could go hunt this carrier, and that would be historical. We wouldn't feel too bad about that. Task Force 6 probably should return to Johnston Island. Actually, I don't know about that. If CTF Able gets into any trouble, we will want to have some kind of backup near us. And this thing is equipped with just a beautiful complement of aircraft. Alright, so we're up to 100. Let's see what happens. Going back down to 25. So that was a scout, or wasn't, or was. Alright, what's here? Because at this point, we want our land-based aircraft. That's more important. To just fly to the edge of their range, I guess. And we'll see what happens. And our carrier aircraft is just, this is also fine. I mean, very soon here, I think almost already we can, oh my gosh, we can do it. The Devastators do not have the range. We probably should put them back on torpedo bombing duty, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 flights of SBDs on the Enterprise, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is really not 5, it's 4 single aircraft in 1 flight on the Lexington. All told, those can really do some damage to this carrier, though. Okay, so you did it. You made it here. Let's do this. Oh, you are attacking. That's what we wanted, actually. Yeah, go to your dance of death. We need to. I think we need to watch the fight to make sure that it's not just going horribly for us. It was. I could see it. It was. Intercept. Okay, I think we only send one person off to intercept. Is that what happens? And everyone else is landing? Are you landing? You are. Yeah, you've already done what you can, though. Kind of that explains it. You intercept as well. Maybe we can get a 2-for-1. I don't think they allow more than one aircraft to engage at a single time. I'm okay with that game mechanic, by the way. That's okay to me. I don't fully understand it, but that's fine. Okay, good. So you guys can actually just go back and land. I think the important thing is done, and that important thing was just to continue to eliminate the carrier's fighter escort. So go ahead, everyone go back and land if you can make it, and we'll prepare to launch our big dive bomb force. I dare not wait for torpedo range. I dare not. So we're not going to play any tricks on this one. In fact, we can look and see if the Avengers here, yeah, they are barely in range. Since I only have one, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to put this with be a bomber. And I'm just going to launch, oh, we can launch our level bomber as well. Let's give this attack order. And let's launch the Avenger as well. Just max range. Go. Alright, because these carriers are on a collision course. Okay, how do we want to do this? Wildcat fighters are 288 knots. These are 222. We are in... Okay, so we're in range. Let's go ahead and do this. Let me pause and give the huge orders. This is going to queue up a massive launch. So Devastators first because they have one greater range, so they can circle waiting for the Wildcats to take off, and those have less fuel. Even though you typically would probably have the escorts launch first, I think. No, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and give this movement order. That was Lexington. Let's do the same thing to Enterprise. Scramble the Dauntless Dive Bombers. SBDs, let's get you airborne. And we will try to be overwhelming here. We're launching everything. Mind you, I haven't even really been doing my due diligence and sweeping. Like, the Salt Lake City should really be giving us reconnaissance, like in all directions, since we are completely blind right now, just expecting that we're not being attacked, which we very well could be. And let's get this one. Who knows, even something like this. Okay, so those are those. We have our, I think we have our big queue. Yeah. Let's let some of those take off first. We'll watch midway while that happens to hopefully prevent any bugs. I don't know. Let's try 8x to try to keep things from being too buggy as well. Yeah, so these are my bombers. That's right. So this bomber, these are maybe even what? Okay, never mind. That's completely okay. Now, the next thing we want. Wait, did they? Oh, wow. That's it. This is the 6x3. So underneath that, 18, there's probably another icon if we zoom in. Yeah, there it is, 7. So they're both there. Perfect. Okay, next thing is launch the fighters. And we'll do something a little bit less. We'll launch 4 from the Lexington. Because we want to keep some defense just in case, you know, basically something happens, we aren't prepared. Enterprise. Okay. The Enterprise will queue up 3, and we'll keep 3 fully intact ones for ourselves. Good. So I think that's working out well. We have these bombers who are, their task is mainly to come in and try to disrupt this one carrier, who actually reports some damage. Yeah, we don't have anyone else to launch, so this is it. And it looks like the fighters are going to overtake the dive bombers. It's perfect. Everything is going, I would say, according to plan. And we're going to keep closing the range. Not strictly necessary, but I mean, it's a lone carrier, so even our cruisers, should they be allowed to approach, can do a heck of a lot of damage. And this is perfect. We have just the perfect situation here. The fighters overtaking. Several people have made comments about the night fighting. I know, it's unrealistic. Let's just pretend that all this is only happening in the day. The night fighting, which could very well definitely be happening for cruisers like Guadalcanal. There's lots of World War II night fighting, but not a whole lot of, until I know the Corsairs had some night equipment, or at least special models of them did. But yeah, night. You did not want to land, or you definitely did. You could take off at night, but you definitely did not want to land at night. And they usually didn't even take off, or they did, but it'd be like right at dawn, just as the light was coming out. Okay, let's unpause. So what I want from my dive bombers is just them to increase to dive bombing altitude. And okay, there we go. Got it. And you guys are perfect exactly as you are. Alright, we have eyes on the carrier. We'll go up to, like 3100 is fine. I don't know who's going to get there first. It's basically like perfect convergence. Yeah, it's like the worst thing for this carrier. We've launched enough dive bombers for a full fleet against one. So that's bad for her. Very bad. Alright, we'll slow this down and we'll actually do some level bombing here. And I'm okay with these Avengers taking a few casualties, so we'll drop down to maybe 2,500 or so to try to assure success in this bombing run. And how close are these guys? I don't think close enough to affect anything quite. Alright, let's go down to 2,100. Let's really make sure that we get this one. Alright, we're going to main speed. I mean the game speed. Normal speed. Looks pretty good. Alright, bombs away, and go ahead and land. Let's see how they're doing. Bombs are falling. Eyes on. Looking good. We have hits. Perfect. Well done. Okay. The Avengers are out of here. The Wildcats doesn't look like they're really necessary. We won't turn them back quite yet. We'll leave them. Oh yeah, we have this flying fortress as well. She's already been given an order to attack. Yeah, so we don't need to worry about the Wildcats. So we're a little bit early. In fact, this second wave of Wildcats, considering, I think you guys are okay. Well, I don't know what's going on. That's like just that guy's out of formation. Okay, so we'll send this entire group back. That said intercept there. Is there a fighter? I'm just gonna keep these three Howe squadron on station. And we'll leave the rest up to the Dauntlesses. I don't think they need any help about what to do. It's pretty obvious. We just need to sink this fleet. Okay, given the attack order. These ones are lagging a little bit behind, but get them to attack altitude as well. Alright, good. Well, I guess we look at these and speed up time. I'll probably give the other Wildcats the all clear. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and land these as well. Okay, let's get to the action then. Excuse me. Right. So the somewhat depleted Baker Squadron's coming in. This is, I believe, the Lexington's complement. Prepare to dive on target. Okay, dive. Here we go. Anti-aircraft fire. And drop. Got hit. More hits. We destroyed him. Alright, all aircraft return to carrier. And that's that. So that's one carrier task force down. Hopefully the next one goes a little more smoothly. And I mean, from an allied standpoint, that went really smooth, but just bug-wise and like fairness issues, and I'm looking for. I just want to wash this one out. We'll accept this as a Battle of Midway. This is an alternate history, but hey, more or less historical outcome. So, 0 carriers lost for the Americans, 3 for the Japanese. Uh-oh, one of them is not coming back. Which one of you? There we go. Oh, thank God he was easy to find. Yeah, good. Okay, and he's coming back now, and these guys are going to land, so everything's good. Now, we can again start thinking in terms of big strategic effects. Okay, so we have Task Force 22 moving to do any kind of convoy raiding. What would probably be really useful, Task Force 1. Who's Task Force 1? Oh, they're ready. Okay, my surface action group then, my SAG 01 is ready to deploy. So we have our subs. This is going to be our SAG, our surface action group. So let's go ahead and put these guys into a new squadron. We'll start with the Pennsylvania. And get the other 3. Let's upgrade these as well. So speaking of the war bonds that we gained, we're definitely going to be spending those pretty quickly. I don't want to put the Pensacola nor the Richmond in this fleet because I feel like with battleships, heavy cruisers are the way to go. And they actually have a fair amount, not just a fair amount, an incredible amount of anti-aircraft fire by themselves already. Let's take a look. So when we upgrade these, it's going to be expensive, but we get 9 AA for 100, 7 AA for 135, that's obviously not that good, but 3 local AA as well. -1 aircraft flights, this is one of the things I think the Maryland has like 5 to start with too, it's crazy. Plus 15 damage, okay, this is a very good one. It's extremely expensive, 230 for 15 damage, so more hit points. And anti-aircraft of 8. And plus 2 local. So if any of these are targeted, they're just gonna... We'll do it. Just gonna bite the bullet and go quickly. Get it over with, just like ripping off a band-aid. So this fleet is like... I would say almost impregnable to aircraft assaults. If any of those battleships are targeted, they are going to mow them down. And it's a little bit more than it should be, frankly. That's why one of the things I say I would do is... Actually, it's the most important thing to make this game a little bit more balanced, is, in my opinion, turn down anti-aircraft a smidge. So, we'll see what happens, though. I might just mod the game myself, find out how to do that, and then do it in the next series, in the next campaign that we do in this game. Because I am planning to do another one, and I hope that, you know, I can do some bug reporting, the developers can work on some bugs, and the next one will be hopefully even better. Although I'm having a blast with this one. It's just you know, there's a little, you have these little setbacks, or, you know, non-idealities when you have this carrier exchange didn't go the way, the results are kind of historical, right? So we can believe them. What are these 2 fighters from Wake Island doing out here after they like mauled my fleet? Actually, I want carrier task, they can actually resupply at Midway. But Midway's just been ravaged. Let's just resupply at Midway. Actually, let's set Johnston's priority to high. Pearl Harbor is currently drawing supply. Let's set her to mid. I kind of actually want to set her to surplus, so that we push the supplies forward. I think that's the name of this game, is constantly pushing supplies forward. So we have mid for Making a Toll and Tarawa. Yeah. I guess now that I spent all those upgrades, we don't have anywhere near enough for... Wow, what are these cruisers doing? I mean, the British ones, just 2 cruisers by themselves. And another 3 corvettes that are by themselves. That's interesting. Okay, so what goes on from here? I think it's just probably going to be a little bit of a lull in the storm, because both sides are going to have to kind of restock, especially us. Let's go to Midway and take care of this situation here. I'm gonna go ahead and say that now there's enough time for us to make repairs, swap aircraft, etc. So let's go ahead and put all the fighters in. Just get rid of those. Swap this guy out because I don't know if he's healthy or not. What do we have? Swap you, swap you. Suppose they have... Oh, we're swapping bad ones in. That's not what I want. See, I'm just gonna erase this whole group and do it from scratch, so that I know I'm not putting in... Okay, that was good. Erase. That was fine. Okay, erase. Okay, that one was bad. Good, erase. Good. Okay. Okay, and we missed one somehow. Darn it. Top one? Uh-oh. Okay, Task Force 19. I think this is my Northamptons. We did not spot... I'm surprised, frankly. Yeah, these are my Northamptons. We don't know what we're fighting here, so you know what? First order of business, launch a scouter. Well, I guess we can just go to map and... Oh, okay, there's 4 destroyers nearby. I see, we're just closing in on the Marshall Islands, and these are some destroyers there. Okay, not going to concern me. This is basically the perfect fleet to deal with anything like destroyers and light cruisers. So we're not going to be concerned with this. I'm going to let them... I'm just going to give them orders, in fact, to just attack. Well... Go ahead and do your attack. I guess they're just north. That's fine. That's good. We're going to take out 4 more destroyers. So this is definitely a good thing. It's a positive. And those are 4 destroyers that Sub 3 really didn't want to encounter herself, so... Let's go over there. Let's go over there. Okay. So we're going to be okay with that. I don't think we're going to lose any troops, take any damage to those destroyers. I wonder if, are these guys using radar? I thought they had radar. They have advanced radar for... Wow, crying out loud. Why didn't we detect them? Is it because they're 4 destroyers and they're... I mean, come on. Anything that... You should be able to detect anything that big. We would like to turn up the advanced radar if you don't mind. And we should really do that for all of these. Advanced radar. Advanced radar. Okay, good. So hopefully we detect those things a little more often now. Task Force 17, you're complaining, that's fine. Just go ahead and try to make it home. We'll do our merging with the destroyer leader. It might be fun to watch that battle, although I think with the ship accuracy, those destroyers don't have a chance. Not even at night. Okay, let's go into that battle then. Okay, let's speed up and see what happens. They might be just evading, which is not, you know, the least intelligent thing for them to do. Guess it's not going to matter now. Let's just turn this way. Oh, Litchfield died. That's not good. She was a Clemson. Okay, good riddance. So I guess our accuracy was not that good. And probably a little bit of my control, obviously, you're just charging down into them. That's okay though. So let's go into the Marshall Islands. And I will want to... Oh, I wonder if she took a torpedo? Is that what's going on here? Very sloppily handled. Yeah, actually we do need to avoid torpedoes. Speaking of the devil. Those are okay. Just take command and do this manually. Looks good. Any others? No. Okay, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Actually, if you just kill your engine, let them outrun you. All right, turn back. Okay, so we'll turn this guy this way. Wrong way. Alright, I just need to stop doing this recording. It's like way too late, but I really didn't want to wait another day to get all this stuff finished. I want to get these videos out. Okay, so what's going on? Unfortunately, we lost the Litchfield. We will recover as many crew from her as possible, but I'm happy that, you know, we have not perfect engagements. I'm just not happy that it happened in such a poor way. Okay, so we'll get this done. I'll do this off camera because this is just another port raid. What do we have going on here? I think we intentionally preserved Marshall Islands, some of the facilities. Yeah, I mean, this is all grown back. We will kill all of this. None of this is useful. Yeah, the large warehouse and the small oil, which I remember was here last time, we preserved it, and we will continue to preserve it. So what we'll do is we'll send in a single ship. Actually, somebody was asking about how you control the weapons and getting them not to fire. No way to do it here, but I actually, you know, silly enough, I just thought, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but I can go into the fleet mode and I can actually remove all the crew from the guns, and that'll stop them from firing. So I can do it that way, and that'll be one way where it won't matter, just as long as turning or whatever doesn't cause them to reman the guns, and I don't think it does. That's something we'll find out, or I'll find out off camera and I'll report back. So I'm going to wrap this episode up here because I feel like I am just kind of rambling on, and we made some good progress because we were able to use such high speeds for most of this, and well, that's part of the reason why we got a little reckless with this thing. I know as a viewer of videos I would be very agitated by that, so I'll try to make a resolution not to have those little things happen again. Let's call that, it's nowhere near the value of the Battle of Midway losses that the Japanese took, but let's call it like a concessionary loss for the inefficiencies that the Japanese acted by in the Battle of Midway, that we're trying to even the odds a little bit to make this more of an exciting long term. Although, yeah, like I said, Clemson is, I mean, it's really not the best of the destroyers, and it's only a destroyer, even if it is a good destroyer. So, yeah. And then what's the future plan? Well, that's one thing I'm going to think about off camera. I think, well, Task Force 17. Oh, good. You guys are finally going to be in position to get merged. Great. Good, very good. So Task Force 17 being refit is going to be huge. And actually, getting CTF Able resupplied with new aircraft is going to be also very important. Alright, so we only have number 7, which is, okay, that one gap. So let's grab that. And then the only other thing we want to do is not neglect scout planes this time. There we go. And we'll once again allow Midway to launch. I'll queue up some stuff here, probably something else, maybe a B-17 and a couple of Dauntlesses, leaving 4. Oh, we have a B-17, so we'll queue up maybe 3 Dauntlesses, and then we'll have 4 Wildcats still available, maybe only 2 Dauntlesses. I'll want 4 fighters available at the drop of a hat. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do this exact configuration and I'll show it to you when I get back. So until the next episode, first of all, thanks for watching this one, and until the next one, take care.